Mm-mm. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome to DJPABLOTV. It's your boy. I am here to do my job, goddammit. It is a beautiful Sunday night, and I am ready to do what I do. We're going to be driving again tonight because we had so much fun doing it last night that I am literally in a zone. And tonight we're going to be driving a special car in memory of the legendary Ken Block. It's an all-wheel drive monster. I know a lot of these drifters are scared to drive it. They can't handle it. It is a beast. But I am going to be driving it tonight. Yep. Because I am such a fan. And I have recently found the pleasure of driving an all-wheel drive car when I drove that Lamborghini Huracan. I was like, I got to do this again, but do it bigger. So tonight we're going to tackle that beast, the Unicorn V1, not the V2 with the twin turbo, the V1. They don't have the V2 in the game, so we're going to be driving that tonight, all right? So feel free to hit me up in the chat. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up. And just come hang with me, man. It's a Sunday night. We're going to keep each other's company for the next 2 hours, maybe even longer, all right? So hop right into the chat, say hello, come chop it up with me. All right, let's switch things up. Let's go. Looking at some of the interesting cars we got here. So many possibilities of future streams. They even got a Viper in here. Nice. i8. I wanted one of these ones. If I get the chance, I might still do it again in the future. Interesting. Interesting. They got my body style car in here. Oh my. Oh my, we're going to trick this one out. We are going to trick this one out right here. It's called a Warden. That's what they call it in here. Okay. Let me see the headlights on this, if it's the same. Nope. That's the wrong headlights. Older year. Nice. There are some pretty cool cars in here. I can't wait to drive this monster right here. I might even test it tonight. That skyline right here is real dope. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the car we're talking right here. We're going to take it for a spin. We need somewhere big, somewhere open, big enough for a beast like this to drive around in. There's only one place I can think of, and it's the same place I was last night. I think we should drop it in here. St. Petersburg. No, I don't think St. Petersburg is big enough. The LA block. All right, we can always drive it off in the gully here. All right, we're gonna do it like this. Oh my God. Now the car is as is, straight stock. Let me get my gloves. I know this is going to be crazy as hell. This is going to be crazy as hell. All right, let's see if we can manage this beast right here. Hold on. Let's see if we can tackle the beast. Okay. All right, let's go. I gotta see the size of the park first. It's the same spot I drove at last night. That should be wide enough to do it. All right, let's see what we can do with it. Not bad. Forever to slow it down when I skidded. All right, I think we can do something with it. Let me go full screen. Nice. It's actually pretty nice. God damn, I'm in love with it already. Nice 360 right there. This shit right here, oh my god, it's heavy, it glides nice, it's stable. Oh my, I am impressed. Rest in peace, Ken Block, man. God damn it, it's Ford. See, this is the thing. All-wheel drives are my calling, man. These are my calling cars right here. Right there. Do that slide better so it don't touch the wall. Much better. See, I didn't touch the wall. God damn. Well, I did not want to go up on the wall like this. That was not the plan, but we having fun. slide it earlier. Too close. Fun with it, man. We having so much fun with it. The car, because of the fact that it's so heavy, it just glides at a reasonable pace when it's sliding, man. Damn, this is fun. This car right here is even better than the Lambo last night. And the minute I drove the Lambo last night, I knew this car was going to be special. The minute I drove the Lambo and found out the Lambo was all-wheel drive, and then I was like, if I can do the Lambo like that, imagine what I can do with this. This is a dream right here. I'm going to be driving this car all the time. Because of the legendary status of the car and because of how big and sturdy it is when it's gliding, a dream come true, man. Let me hydrate a little bit right here. I got the mini fridge right here with me, just to make sure I can cool myself down. Let me see the temperature tonight. We're at 81 degrees again in West Palm Beach. It is hot, burning hot in America. But I brought my refreshments. I got the mini fridge within arm's length, so I can get to it easy. All right, we're gonna go back in, man. This is fun right here. I should get me some water as well while I'm at it. You know what? Let me go grab my water. I'll be right back, man. We back. All right. Here we go. crazy. Let's see if we can dial it up here, if it's big enough. We drove it off the edge. That the third gear, it actually drifts better in second, even though it's redlining. When I put it in third, it's almost like it's losing power. Once I get to second, I'm good. See how easy it is in second? I can just keep my drift going easy. right there. See, once again, I put it in third and it stalled. That's crazy. I was on the gas. Put it back in third again and it stalled again. I think second is the sweet spot for it. Right, let's go. See, once we hit the second, the car is just at home in that second gear. Put it back in first and then we step on it again. Back in second. I can choose which way I want to slide it. Easy. Handbrake. Put the car in neutral, slide it. Back in third again, just to see what happens. No, it's not redlining. And once again, it stalled. See what I'm saying? So I prove now that second is the comfortable gear for it. The minute I put it back in third, it's always stalling. The minute I kind of like ease up off the gas a little bit, it just and shuts off. You see what I'm saying? All right, let me Let me take a little bit of water right here. The good thing is we're figuring out the cars, and all-wheel drive is definitely my kind of car to drive. I feel comfortable just drifting them because I know how to manipulate the all-wheel drive. When I swing the car, I know to have it grip and go in the direction I want. And to think, it's only been out like a week since I figured out how to make these cars slide. It's been almost like a week now. I think it's like a week. 1 week ago, I could not do this. I mean, a week, I'm sliding cars like crazy. Let me put my glove back on. A beautiful Sunday night here in West Palm. And every time I drive, I sweat like I'm running, man. I don't know what's wrong with my body, but my body reacts like I'm driving and the AC is on, but my body reacts like I'm outside running. You see what I'm saying? I know my heart ain't perfect right now. It's on its own. It's doing its own thing. So it might not be reflecting the activity that I'm doing and causing my body to just respond in a weird manner. But we back in the car. Start it up. All right, remember to hit me up in the chat if you're here. Give the stream a thumbs up as well, all right? This is the weirdest thing ever. And the vent is literally right here. I'm looking at the AC vent. It is blowing on me. But my body reacts like I'm running. It's crazy. Back on the car, let's go. Slide it up to the curb and just park it so crazy. Crazy 360 right there. Just sliding it around the column a bit. Just sliding it around the column, man. I go in, slide it, flip it around, drive it again. Just kind of like something Ken would do when he was alive. Some of the Jim Connor stuff, you know? Control that slide some more. Stop having it going up on that curve. Maybe I need to just do it slower. See, I'm turning it better this way when I just go slower. Instead of trying to go through it so fast, if I just do it slower. When you slide it slower, I can come around the corner better. Just a way better slide when the car's all-wheel drive, man. Way better slide. Look at that. Much better slide when the car is all-wheel drive. Look at this. You can literally just hold on with one hand and just have it cruising. Look at this. It's like it's in cruise control sliding. True, Mr. Premium. What up, bro? This is so easy to do with this car. So easy to do. Look at this. so easy to do with this car. Look at this shit. Literally with one hand. One hand. Sliding. Look at this shit. One goddamn hand. It is so easy. Look at it. Switching hands. Left hand. I can freestyle with it. Crazy. This is how much I have this car right here under control, man. Oh my God. That is how much I have that car under control. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This now is going to be my favorite car. I thought the Lambo was nice. The Lambo opened my eyes to the all-wheel drive drifting. That makes a lot more sense than the rear-wheel drive. I know the rear-wheel drive is traditional, but it is harder. The car is looser. It's sliding all over the goddamn place. You are working 10 times as hard as to keep it under control. Why not drive an all-wheel drive car? It makes more sense. It's more fun. It gives you more control to do even more crazier shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you have that much precise control over the car. All-wheel drive it is for me, man. Let me get a drink right here. Bro, what up, man? You got to get a handbrake to try this shit out. For real, man. You have to get a handbrake to try this out, bro. To complete your setup, you really need a handbrake so you can give it a try. Every time I play this game, I hear dogs barking in the background. And I ain't got no dogs here. I don't know what the devs were doing when they recorded this. Whoever did the audio for this game, unless they added into the game to mimic the background of LA, the neighborhood. I guess they did it just to kind of create that California vibe. Because we were supposed to be in the LA River, so it's, yeah, you should be hearing some dogs. It makes sense. But I was wondering, why the hell am I hearing dogs? Was that a glitch when they were recording the audio? Did someone put a dog in the studio or something? Oh boy. All right. We're going to go back into it again. I'm probably going to bring the car topside and just see how it drives on the street. But you know what I want to do? I want to drive. There's a skyline in here I want to drive. I'm going to try it out. I think it's this one, the Atlas GT. It should be an all-wheel drive. I want to bring it out here. Even though it's stock, I don't know if it's going to perform proper with no tuning, but it is all-wheel drive, so it should grip in the manner that I like, so I can at least have some good control over it. Let me see here. All right, we're going to give it a shot. All right, we're going to test it out, man. Let's see if this can grip the right way. In a way, it should. If it is all-wheel drive, which it is, it should. Well, let's see. Let's take it for a spin. Yep. It's doing it. It's doing it. thing. The minute the car is all-wheel drive, I can do the same manipulation to it. It's reacting just like the car before, the Unicorn. Just like the Lambo. Once again, the all-wheel drive platform is this is my calling right here when it comes to these cars. If I'm gonna drift, it's gonna be all-wheel drive only, because I'm not gonna waste my time on the rear wheel. I know the rear wheel drives are harder, and people are saying you have to have more skill. You listen, at the end of the day, it is called drifting. And whatever that can help you to drift, nice, go for it. You know what I'm saying? If all-wheel drive works, so be it. See? Put it in third. See what happens when I put it in third? All of a sudden the power is just not right. Second is the sweet spot for me. Then I just use my handbrake to induce my slide whenever I feel like it, if I don't have the accelerator to do it. Now I'm using just accelerator only. Back in first. crazy. So it's the same response. It drives exactly the same response out of the all-wheel drive, man. So I'm proving now to myself here that the all-wheel drive cars are to me, way nicer to drift. Easier to drift as well. All right, let me see what else we can find off this list. I don't know if this Audi is all-wheel drive. I'm gonna try. I know they usually have all-wheel drive in the Audi line. I'm not sure if this is an R8 with an all-wheel drive something. I can probably do the same thing with it. Let's flip it around. Let's see what's up with it. Yep, it is an all-wheel drive. It's the same thing. Same thing, yep. Yep. Same vibe, man. Using the handbrake that much. The car is just naturally sliding on its own right here. All right, I'm using the handbrake for that one time, but the car is sliding nice. So it's the same process, man. Once it's all-wheel drive, I'm good. We can hold the slide so long in here. Look at this shit. We can hold the slide for so long in here. It's amazing, man. Right there. Yep, it's the same experience, man. Same thing. Once it's all-wheel drive, I got it. Once it's all-wheel drive, I can control it, man. So this is definitely my element when it comes to trying to drift these cars. Give me an all-wheel drive car stock, and I can make it go. You see what I'm saying? So imagine if it had any mods on it. Just give me a stock one and I can do it. Damn. I thought this would take me forever to figure out, but once I got into the all-wheel drive cars and I found out that this is why Ken Block was using all-wheel drive and Travis was using all-wheel drive as well. Now I know. That's why they were so legendary with their videos, man. And they could do some crazier stuff because they know the all-wheel drive gives them way more control. They know what the car can do and they know how to control it with that much grip. So they could slide it even in some even more reckless and dangerous ways and get away with it, man, because the car, the minute you point it, the four wheels are just gonna go the way you need it to be, man. You just step on the clutch, disengage the engine, handbrake, bam, it's sliding. Engage again by putting back the clutch up and bam, the wheel grips and you just hang on and steer it right there, man. It's crazy. All right, let's go back. Let me see what else they got right here. I don't think any more of these cars. I know the Skyline, the Audi, the Lambo, and the Unicorn. All of those are good. Everything else is like rear wheel drives. They slide all over the place. I got to figure out. I know this right here should be an all-wheel drive car as well. It's a light. It's a Subaru. They're usually all-wheel drive. I think we can do some stuff with this. See what it does. No, this is a rear-wheel drive. I can tell. See that? And you see how fast they stall? So I can still drift it, but I don't have that much control over the slide like I do with an all-wheel drive. See, big difference. Because all you're getting is just the rear wheel. Alexa, turn on all lights. Straight up, it is way harder to drive a rear-wheel drive car and try to drift. Way harder. And I don't know why people do that to themselves. I guess some people just want to push the envelope. But you don't have the confidence in what the car will do when controlling the slide is so much harder. When you have that comfort zone where you know you can say, I can turn it anywhere I want, it will make you push yourself harder to do more things with the car. But you are fighting so much difficulty when it is just rear-wheel drive because it's harder to keep the car under control. So your chances of crashing or sliding out is way higher. So it reduces your ability to take more chances and do more crazier driving because you're too focused on making sure the car don't skid out. See what I'm saying? This is why, as I said, to me, I'm sticking with all-wheel drive, and I understand why Ken Block did it and Travis did it. It makes a lot more sense. This is why their videos were so crazy. We see the stuff they do, and we were like, God, how can you be that comfortable to do those crazy things? Because they know what the car will do with the all-wheel drive. They turn it, and it will go in the direction they want because all four wheels are gripping and going that way. Rear-wheel drive, you turn, and you're still doing a balancing act, hoping that it will go where you want because it's just the rear pushing. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be extra gentle on the accelerator, extra precise on the accelerator. You can't just relax and just flow. You have to be always on the edge. It's like a balancing act. Too much balancing and less driving and coming up with creative ideas because you spend so much time just trying to balance the car, you see what I'm saying, to make sure it slides right to give you a drift. This is why I wouldn't waste my time trying to learn it. Not saying I won't drive rear-wheel drive cars from time to time, but I'm telling you right here, all-wheel drive cars drive better, in my opinion, better to drift than the rear-wheel drive cars. Now, if there's someone who just cannot drive the all-wheel drive, then maybe I'm just goddamn talented because I'm telling you it is easier than me. You see what I'm saying? So for the guys who drive rear wheel only, if you find it difficult driving an all-wheel drive, then you making me look like Superman. Because I just did it. And I only started drifting like 5 days now. And all-wheel drive cars, I go in any one of them and it's the same feel I get. But when I go in one of these, all over the place. I have to tune it to create more control versus a stock all-wheel drive car. I can just dial it anywhere I want with no tune. You see what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to get off this and go back to the cars that we like. We have nothing to prove here now. See what I'm saying? Nothing to prove. It's all-wheel drive for the win for me. All right, let me see what we got right here. None of these are all-wheel drive from what I can remember. This would be nice if this hot rod is, but I don't think so. But we're going to take it for a spin just for the fun of it. Then we're going to go back to the unicorn. Yeah, this is rear wheel drive already. I can see it. Yep. And then I should have known better. It's an old school hot rod. It's not going to be all wheel drive. See that? See how much control you got? None. Look at that. All right, I got to leave it in first and then build up that drift. It's in first. See that? A little bit of drifting out of it. As I said, you have to spend more time trying to just balance the amount of accelerator you put on here. First gear only. Car skidding out like crazy in first gear. And you see how easy it is, how easy it slides away from you. I'm just barely tapping the pedal. It is way more difficult, man. Because the thing is, when the rear wheel pushes the car and it goes around, if the front wheel could just engage right at the point where you need it to grip and just drive the car in that direction, you'll be fine. But it takes a longer time to get it to the steer in the way you want, man. Second, look at this. See what happens right here? The minute I put it in second, complete loss of the steering of the car. So it takes way more skill for real. So I understand the guys who do it. Maybe they just want to challenge themselves. You see what happens here with me? The minute I tap it and it starts sliding, I can't get control back over the car. But if my front wheels could grip, because once the car turns to the direction I want it to turn, with an all-wheel drive car, I know when to engage the clutch when it's in the direction I want, and then the front wheel will just grab and take the car there. You see what I'm saying? With this, you lock it up, it slides, but when you want it to grip, because the rear wheel is still sliding, it's not pushing the car in the direction you want fast enough, so you end up sliding past that point where you really need to get the car to go. So I'm saying, so you have to kind of like balance it more, let it engage the ground more and grip, and then push it in the way you want. So I'm saying, but to me, it's way harder. And as I said, I don't know why people waste their time doing it, or maybe some people just want to challenge themselves. But as far as all-wheel drive car, I can drive any all-wheel drive car in here right now and drift them with ease. I never have driven them before with no tune. And as long as it's all-wheel drive, I will slide that around here like nothing. But then I go into a rear-wheel drive only car, and if it ain't tuned, I can't control it. You see what I'm saying? All right, I got one rear-wheel drive car, in fact two, but I'm gonna drive one of them that I have, and that's the only one I can really control, and the only reason is because it is heavily tuned. I need to drive this right here, but I'm gonna come back to it. All right, this right here, this is the car they give you when you start. This car is tuned now. At first, I could not get it to slide on the control. I have a little bit more control over it now because it is tuned. I wasn't the one who did the tuning on it, so I'm saying King's Gaming was the one who did the tuning. I just slide the levers, but he gave me the tune. Now, I can control this. But as I said, because of the heavy tuning is why I can do it. But I can take any all-wheel drive car now and just go. All right, let me spin this around for you guys. And I'm still not as comfortable in this car as I would be in an all-wheel drive car. See right here? So I'm still struggling with this car right here, and it is tuned. You see what I'm saying? Still struggling with this. I go in an all-wheel drive car, and I am crazy with it. So now it's in first. Once again, even though the car is modded, I am not comfortable driving the rear wheel drive car. You see what I'm saying? I still struggle to really manipulate the car comfortably where I can go crazy. Now, big difference. Watch this. Bam. I'm out. Change cars. I can even go into the Lamborghini. For anyone who's never seen me driven the Lambo. And a Lamborghini shouldn't even be drifting at all. But because I have the ability to use a clutch and manual shifter right here, it's all-wheel drive. Watch what I do with it. Lamborghini, for Christ's sake. Big difference. It's all-wheel drive. Watch the difference. Second. And right away, look at that. See that? And because it's all-wheel drive, I can manipulate the car better. Induce my slide when I feel like with my handbrake. And when I turn it in the direction I want, I get results. Handbrake, turn, big difference. Handbrake again, turn. Big difference. Handbrake, turn, grip. It grabs in the direction I want. It slides in the direction I want. Look at this shit. So I don't know why guys do it. Handbrake, turn. Look at that shit. Handbrake, turn. Clearly a different experience when it comes to driving. So I'm proving the difference between me driving a rear-wheel drive and an all-wheel drive. Now I know that this is my kind of car. So now with that out the way, the rest of the cars, I'm not even going to waste my time on them. I'm just going to drive all-wheel drive cars only when I am doing any drifting, because now I know that this is my element. And as I said, I understand why Ken Block did it with his cars and why Travis did it with his as well. So I'm saying, so those all-wheel drive cars give you way more confidence and control. This is why they could do those crazy videos and go beyond the ordinary that leaves people speechless with some of the dumb stuff they did. They were going so crazy that everybody else was like, God, how can anyone be that comfortable to take those kind of risks? Because of the fact that the car being all-wheel drive, you have way more control over where you want to put it with less effort. You see what I'm saying? So now you can think, what can I do to push the envelope? Because I don't have to worry about the car. I can bring the car anywhere I want. Now, how crazy can I flip it? You see what I'm saying? Versus spending so much time just trying to keep the goddamn car under control. You don't even have time to think of the creative ideas that you could do with the car while driving. You are spending so much time just trying to make sure that it slides and not skid out, which is taking away too much from the fun of drifting. Because at the end of the day, it is about you drifting the damn car. Simple. So now with that said, we go right back to the unicorn. So that I'm saying, let me go forward again. So the car we came to drive to prove a point tonight. My favorite car as far as all-wheel drive in the entire game right now. The Skyline is nice as well, but this, best handling by far. Crazy. See this shit? Look at the control. The car is big, it's heavy, it's dialed in, it's got power. The all-wheel drive will just go anywhere you point it. Then you got your handbrake to engage the slide even more. Look at this shit. Why would anyone want to drive rear-wheel drive when they could do this shit? Look at that. Look how much control you have. Ken's videos were so amazing, man, because he knew it. He knew these cars were better, and Travis knows as well. That's why they both did it. See that? Look how crazy that was. And I didn't have to do nothing to do that. A nice 360. See that? This is why Ken was sliding the car so nice. And I ain't no pro driver. I just learned how to drift a couple of days ago, for Christ's sake. As you can clearly see right here. But look how much control I have over a car like this after only drifting for 5 days. It's crazy. I am not even going to waste my time on those rear-wheel drive cars. I'm not even going to waste my time on those other cars, man. This is my element right here. Right here, making me look like I'm a pro, for Christ's sake, when I barely knew how to drift. When I barely knew how to drift. Only started drifting a couple of days ago. Because I was trying all this time and I didn't know shit about the cars. And now that I figured out what was going on with the whole drift scene, and that the all-wheel drive cars are drifting way better as far as in here, in this virtual environment. This is me right here. Look at this shit, look at this shit. I can just have to slide like this in cruise control, for Christ's sake. Cruise control. I don't have to do nothing, look at this. Look at this shit. effort, man. No effort. Why would anyone want it any harder than this? What drifting was meant to be, man. Where you have control over your car. Where you have control over your car. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. I can shake hands. Look at this. So easy. So now with the effort not being that high on me driving the car, I can now think of creative ideas. How to have fun with it. See what I'm saying? This is how driving a car and drifting a car should be easy. When you are in that comfort zone, now you can think, what can I do with it? Now that I can do so much crazy shit with the car and send it anywhere, you can now come up with creative ideas of what can I do with the car as far as driving it. See what I'm saying? Because the drifting part, I don't have to spend so much time just trying to keep the car under control like I'm in a goddamn loose Mustang all over the place. See what I'm saying? The car is all-wheel drive now. The control is easier when the drifting is in place. See what I'm saying? Look at that. 360 with ease. I couldn't do that shit a couple of days ago. Now I'm doing them with ease. 360 with ease. Why would anyone waste their time trying to figure out a rear-wheel drive car when you could easily get in an all-wheel drive and go crazy? Because if by chance driving this car is not easy, then something's wrong. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I'm in the training. I'm not even in a server. I don't know. I am just in here in the training section, bro. You see what I'm saying? I can't tell you what the room name is or not. Remember, I just started playing this game a couple of days ago to really try to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? I put the screen up. Oh yeah, so you can see the screen already. My phone's delayed. It's showing me a different image. But I'm in the training section. I'm not in any, I don't think I'm in the server with the public. I'm just in the training because I just wanted to feel the cars out and find my element, bro. And I think I found it, man. It is all-wheel drive. I've driven like 4 all-wheel drive cars already. This is the best performing one so far. But every one of the all-wheel drive cars I touch, it's a different feeling for me, man. Rear-wheel drive cars is not my thing. It takes too much just to keep the car under control. So I can't get to think of creative ways to maneuver the car because I'm too focused on keeping the car under control, bro. And when you can relax because now you know the car will do whatever you want. Now you can think of ideas. You see what I'm saying? But yo, if you just logged in, by the way, so I'm gonna spin the car again for a couple more times just to show you how much control I have over it. You see what I'm saying? And you saw me drive the Lambo last night, so you see how the Lambo opened my eyes to the possibilities of these rear-wheel drive cars. And this is at the baddest, the all-wheel drive cars. I mean, this is the baddest all-wheel drive car in here. So it's only right that I use this. You see what I'm saying? All right, let me go back to it again right here. Control over it now, man. Difference. And I've driven like maybe 3 or 4 other cars so far, and it's the same thing. Once it's all-wheel drive, I can do the same thing with them. So much more control over the car, man. Because of the all-wheel drive cars. Look at this shit. Look at this. One hand. I'm switching hands here. Look at this. No effort. I don't have to worry about the car spinning out because I have it locked in. It's like it's on cruise control, for Christ's sake. Look at it. It's like putting the drift on cruise control. Look at that, one hand. With ease. God damn, that was crazy. I'm telling you, man, if you're gonna play this game, try the all-wheel drive cars. Because this didn't take me no effort to figure out. The minute I tried, it just felt natural to me. Yeah, I've been up on the streets, but I like the open space here because I get to just try some crazy stuff. I've been up on the street with before. Not with this car though. I think I did it with in fact I did it with the rear wheel drive car. I like being down here where I can just come up with ideas in my head and just move the car anywhere I want it. So I'm saying the open space for me to just freely slide it, get comfortable sliding the car. Crazy. All right, let's go back out. And let me prove something to you guys, just to show you that I'm not making this up right here. All right, you can see my screen. I'm gonna change the car. Once again, I'm gonna go to the Skyline. See this right here? It's an all-wheel drive car. You just saw me drive the Unicorn. Watch me do the same thing with this. No tuning, stock. The only thing it's got going for is all-wheel drive. Watch what happens. They have in common is all-wheel drive. same effect. All-wheel drive car, same effect. Stock. All-wheel drive cars, man. I'm telling you, this is it right here. All right, head up the ramp and go down the street. I will eventually. Let me go back to my car right here. No, let me drive the Lambo for a minute again. I misdrive. The Lambo was the one that opened my eyes to this all-wheel drive shit. Which is crazy. Because nobody should be drifting a Lamborghini, but I did it. At all. Oh shit. Ain't much out here to see. God damn, can we drive on the railroad tracks? Well, we can't drift here, man. It's railroad lines. It's only gonna mess up the car. Damn, I couldn't slide it through the space. Wait a minute, what the hell? The cars just disappeared. Yo, everything just disappeared. I wanted to slide it between the two cars and land it right here. The cars vanished. The map glitched. Sliding around this roundabout here. Right between those. That's where I wanted to slide it. Well, we're on the road. Let me send it over that bridge. Yeah, damn. See, this is the thing. I'm not familiar with the road up here. You go over the bridge, the car's ear more, and you can't control it no more. just took out the fire hydrant right there. Alright, let me take it easy. That road's blocked. Dead end. Okay, we back in here. I'm on PC. I'm on PC, man. God damn, that was crazy. And I'm doing that with a Lambo, for Christ's sake. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I need a drink. Oh my God. All right, let's go back to the unicorn. I know we didn't the only all-wheel drive car in here, but that thing is fun. Let me see if this is. Let me see if this is all-wheel drive. I doubt it, but let's go find out. If it is, we're gonna have some fun with it. Okay, it looks like it is. All right, let's see what we can do with it. I think it is. There you go. Third might be the sweet spot. Let me see. Yeah, it's reducing power too much in third. When I slide it, I think the second might be the sweet spot. Just got to be able to balance it just right. But it is all-wheel drive. Because right away, I'm having full control over it already. Back in first. Why was it losing so much power? Once I start sliding it, I have to be going back and forth for the first and second. Back in second, and it's like the engine is dying every time. So it wants to slide in first. Every time I engage second, second gear is kind of weak when it comes to it sliding. I have to put it back in first every time. It's like it's dying on the slide. Heavy on the gas. To put it back in first to get some momentum. Slide again. coming to a stall when I slide it in second. That's weird. See? It's almost stalled again. I have to put it back in first. Can't do it. Yep. Drifting it's got the four-wheel drive, but it doesn't have the power. For some reason, when you slide it and it's in second, it's like it's almost want to stall on the slide, which makes no sense. Pretty cool van though, but it ain't me. Nice pickup right here, but it just doesn't slide the way I expected it. Let me see what goes on with this one. Oh my God. What is this beast right here? Is that a hood scoop it's got on top with a massive fuel tank, wing, diffusers? Oh my God. If this is rear wheel drive, then this is going to be a nightmare. Yep, it is. It is rear wheel drive. Damn, if this was all-wheel drive, it would be so crazy. But it ain't. All of that power going to waste. All of that power going away. Look how easy it is. Look how much it's sliding. Look at that. You barely have much traction or much control on it. It can do donuts, but you have not that much control over it because the front wheel is not pulling. You have to just barely tap it, and it is sliding like hell. And then you have to get off so that the gravity can hold the car. In order for the car to go in the direction you want, you got to get off the gas pedal for the gravity to hold it. If not, it's just sliding on its own. This is why I like all-wheel drive. If this truck was all-wheel drive, I would destroy it right now. But it ain't gripping. Once it starts sliding, the front wheel just cannot grab in the direction you need it to go when you get there. You literally have to ease up off the gas and then allow gravity and traction to build up in the back wheel for it to push now in the direction once it is pointed in the direction you want. This is why I don't like rear wheel drive vehicles. All right, let me get off that. I need another all-wheel drive. I know this is straight rear-wheel drive, right? I don't even have to ask. Ain't no way this is gonna be an all-wheel drive car, so I'm just wasting my time trying to drive this. Oh my God, and it's so slow. And it is so slow. Maybe I got used to the more powerful cars. thing with the all-wheel drive is once I slide the car, I can straighten the wheel and the wheel will just grip and go. See right here? With no grip, the car slides out. With the all-wheel drive, once I get to the direction I want and I straighten my wheel, bam! It is going in that direction, man. Waste of time messing with these cars right here. I'm just playing around with the cars that cannot do the thing I want. All I can say is good luck to the guys who drive the rear-wheel drive cars, man. If you guys figured it out, and you can drive comfortable, well, hats off to you. It ain't my thing. It just ain't me. Let me go back in the Audi again, or should I find something else? I don't think this Mitsubishi right here. This should be. I'm not sure. This ain't no Evo. Yeah, it is. It's all-wheel drive. God damn. Hats off to Mitsubishi. Coming in clutch. It's all-wheel drive. It can cut it. It's slow, but it will skid. And grip. See that? See how the front wheel grip? Once I slide it in the direction I want, I can get on the accelerator and it will just go in the direction I want the car to be in. Yeah, it's barely got any power, but at least it's gripping. Happens in third. No, third's too much. Back in first. You see? Same thing. All-wheel drive, more control. More control over the car. Big difference. I can swing and have it grip in the direction I want. Swing, grip in the direction I want once again. Grip in the direction I want. All-wheel drive for the win, man. All right, this is cool. It doesn't have much power, but at least it's an all-wheel drive, so I can drift it. Change car. All right, let me go back to. I wish this BMW right here was all-wheel drive. That would have been a fun car to drive. That would have been so crazy. Not a Skyline. This should be fun. Control. keep it in a drift. Tap it gently. Too much throttle control and you lose it. To drive, you definitely need more skill. As I said, it's adding too much difficulty into controlling the car, so you can't get to have your brain think of creative ways of maneuvering the car while you're driving it. You're too focused on keeping it under control that it takes away the creative flow that you could be doing while having fun with the car, man. That's my problem with those cars. I'm spending more time focusing on how I'm going to keep it steady to make sure I do the right thing to keep the car balanced. You see what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be that way. You should be in the car feeling under control right away. That way, all you should be thinking of now is, how can I be creative with my driving? How can I do something out of the ordinary to make the driving fun? Versus just focusing all of your attention on keeping the car under control. That's the problem I have with the rear-wheel drive cars. So I've proven my point. I'm driving a lot of rear-wheel drive. I get the same effect. I have to struggle more just to keep the car under control, just to even get any drifting out of it. While as I go in a rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive car, I'm gone. So it is obvious. All-wheel drive cars sort of win for me. If somebody else wants to stay with the rear-wheel drive, then so be it. You're going to spend a lot more time just trying to keep your car under control, while I'll be more confident as I learn to drift better and better every day. This is like day 5 of me drifting. And I've already figured out the difference with the cars. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how to tune one of them yet. But I've already figured out that the all-wheel drive ones are way better. To me, at least. I don't know. Hopefully it is to everyone else. Let me go back to the car. I think I drove this one earlier and it was fun. That one was fun right here. Mitsubishi was fun. Didn't have enough power. I wish these Mercedes that were, man. Oh my God, it would have been so nice. Especially this black one right here. I tried it. Wasn't. It was not. This wagon right here. I think this is an Audi. And I think it might be all-wheel drive, but we're going to find out. Yep, it is. See that? And just like that. Right away, I have control over it. See how I can slide it with control right there? It's a no-brainer, man. No-brainer. I slide it in the direction I want. My wheels grip. And once again, I'm in control. Just like that. So now I don't even have to think about it. Look at this. The power of all-wheel drive, man. Turn it in the direction I want. The wheels grip faster. The gravity is there and the traction is giving you the help as well. Because the wheels are grabbing. Look at that shit. I am in full control. Just like that, and it's a wagon, for Christ's sake. All-wheel drive wagon, and right away, I'm sending it. Back in second. It's more comfortable in second doing the drift. Look at that. Way more control over the car. See that? Look how easy I slide that right here. Once again, look how easy that is. No effort. So now I can just sit and think of creative things to do with the car because I don't have to think about driving and controlling it so much. That just comes naturally. Way more control over the car that way. See that? Easier drifting. Easier drifting by far. I've never driven it before, but because it's all-wheel drive, I have way more control over my drifting. Look at this. It's like I'm on cruise control, for Christ's sake. Look at that. If I could lock the wheel, I could take my hand off the damn watch. I'm gonna put my elbow on the wheel. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? I can literally put my elbow on the damn wheel and steer the car. It's crazy. So easy when it's all-wheel drive, man. So easy. You're gonna have to guide me through it, all right? Because I've never done that. I've only been in the training section, right? You're practicing, all right? This is at my 5th day of doing this, so you're gonna have to guide me to set the room up so I can see what you can do, all right? Because I've never been in the multiplayer section. I've only been in the training section, right? Trying to find my way and find the car style that I like. You know what I'm saying? So give me 1 minute. Let me slide this some more. Damn, came too close to the rail. I wanted to slide close but not touch it. All right. I'm going to back out. All right. Guide me to what I should do now, all right? Let me bring the screen up. So you said I should get out. All right. Escape this. And what do you want me to do? Multiplayer, create a room. All right. Here what you're going to do. You create the room and tell me where to go. All right, multiplayer. Create room, pick track. You can make it open or private. Okay. All right. Never been in here. Select a server. I've never even been in here to create a room, so I have no idea. Join by password. Select the server. Report. Okay. All right, I'm going to create my own. I'm going to call it the Twilight Zone. All right, the room is going to be called the Twilight Zone. And track. I need somewhere open with space so I can slide the way I like it. Okay, this can work. Room type drift. Any collision on. Night mode off. Lighting. Starting point. All right, password off for now. I don't think anyone's going to come in here anyway, so. If not, I'm going to have to lock it up. So be it. All right, so I just created it. Search by room name. I created it, bro. It was servers. Interesting. 77 rooms, 633 players. Oh yeah, we were driving the wagon. So what happens now? I don't know what else to do here. I know I created the room. It should exist. Multiplayer room list. I should be in my own room. Advanced setting. I don't know what to do here. I created the room. Join by password. Select. It says no results found for your search. Try changing your search. Okay. Under room name. Hit create when done. I did that. I did it. See, this is it right here. It's called the Twilight Zone. I created it. Enter room name. See, this is it. I created it. See me hit the create button right here again. I chose the track. I gave it a name. Try in South America servers. Why would it do that though? I'm not in South America, for Christ's sake. It says server. It's an American server. Platform, setting, track. Twilight South America. Okay, all right. So how do I find yours? Select a server, and it's in South America. And all right, so Twilight, yours is called Twilight. Let me see. Okay, I see yours. Your setup does not conform to the restriction of this room. Suspension available in the racing setup. What the hell? It won't let me in. It says my setup don't conform to the restrictions in the room. What the hell? I can't get in there, bro. I can't get in there. It says there's a restriction on the room and I can't get in. See right here, I found it. It won't allow me to get in. Apparently you got some restrictions on there. It says your setup does not conform to the restrictions in the room. Okay. All right, yep. Guess we're in. All right, you in a BMW? Okay, there you go. God damn, that shit looks crazy. And I'm in here in the damn wagon. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, I gotta change my whip. I came here. You know what? Shit, I'm gonna stick with it. You gone, bro. You went out on the street? I don't even know where you're at. what road you are on. All I know is you just left and went up top. Okay, I think I hear you coming. Okay. All right, there it is. Now, if I want to see you drive, you got to be in front of me. Okay, there you are. God damn smoke, I can't see shit. All I see is your name tag. Where is he, by the way? What the hell? I know he came around here. Bro, I can't find you nowhere, man. Oh, there it is. I'm in a damn wagon. Got some nice whip up in here in the parking lot. Right there. I'm out here with the wagon. I should have changed my car before I came in here. Oh my Lord. A stock wagon, for Christ's sake. Okay, we can do some stuff here. Oh shit. I am used to the parking lot. I don't know none of these streets. I'm just slamming into shit. What the hell? Damn wagon is hard to control out here. It's stock. Your car is all set up. Damn. I can have myself at least right here. myself a little bit, but I don't have enough room with this stock car. I don't have enough room out here driving this car stock. That car is crazy that you got. Damn wagon keeps stalling every minute. This damn wagon keeps stalling every minute. Oh, there it is. I thought it was like a goddamn dead end. I thought I was gonna fly off the edge. Much better parking lot. All right. More my speed right here. This car keeps stalling every minute. Oh shit. Let me see if I can keep up with you in the wagon right here. This is much better. I can handle myself here. Damn, we didn't touch it. Better. At least I can partake right here. Oh my God. chose a better car before I come in here. I'm in here in a damn wagon, for Christ's sake. A stock wagon. Yeah, I know I can change it. But I'm almost done anyway. All right. I know I can change the car. I just wanted to keep driving it for a while. All right, let me bring in this right here. All right. All right, much better. God damn, there's so much smoke I can't even see. Oh, shit. 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 Ran into the pole, too many things in the way. I'm used to being out in the parking lot. With more room than this. Oh shit. A little too close to the building. right here. Because now I have room, I can smooth. I can drive way freer. Smoke like crazy. I couldn't see the rail. It's fun, man. Damn, there's a lot of smoke. Crazy. God damn, we done slid off the edge. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy as hell. is crazy. Man, when I'm out in the open parking lot like this, well, the open river, I got room to move. That is some crazy driving we're doing right here. What's wrong with my car? Come on, man. Where's the ramp? Oh, right here. This is a lot of fun, man. I am way past my bedtime, but I am having fun driving up in here, man. This shit is nice. You know what I'm saying? much slide on that. Too much slide on that corner. Okay, that's another way to get back in right here. Okay. driving all damn night. This is too much damn fun. Damn fun right here. Too much. Oh my God, we're gonna be here all night. We're gonna be here all night. Way past my bedtime. We'll be crazy right now. All-wheel drive cars night here on DJ Pablo TV, man. And we got special guest drifter D-Spec 73 up in the chat and live on stream as well. Crazy, 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 man. He's probably up on the roads, but this is fun, man. This is fun. When you finally learn how to swing your car, it is a beautiful feeling, man. I'm not that versed on driving on the roads yet, but this is like my 5th day of drifting. But down in here, I have fun because I have room to swing the car and just like enjoy it, man. So I'm saying, I know driving up on the road is nice as well, but the road, I don't know the map, so the corners come up sudden. I slide too much. But trust me, when you learn how to swing your car, it is a beautiful feeling. We are way past my bedtime. I'm going to run it until 2 o'clock, then I'm going to have to get off, because we should have been off at 12, but we did an extra 2 hours, for Christ's sake, because we were having so much fun with it, man. This is what it's like on this channel. So what I'm saying, when we are in the zone, we go over and we give you some extra content right here. For the people who are into cars or want to get into cars, get one, man. Get your wheels, start practicing like I'm doing. So what I'm saying, yeah, I got to go to bed myself, bro. I gotta go to bed myself. I'm way past my bedtime. I should have been off at midnight. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna wrap up myself, man. This was fun, bro. Thanks for the server, bro. Just hop back in any time when I'm on stream. We can go back in. We can swing it just like this. You know what I'm saying? Just drive the cars and have fun, man. And you got a lot of cars in your collection. I see you switching them up every minute. You got a lot of cars, and you know how to handle yourself on the streets. I'm just good down in here on the river for now, is what I'm saying. But we had fun, man. I'm definitely enjoying this, all right? Thanks once again for the support. I get on every night, man. Every night. 10 o'clock I get on, and I do my thing, so I'm saying. So I'll be back tomorrow, all right? All right, guys, we got to wrap this up, man. It is really, really, really very late. It is beyond what I am supposed to be doing, because I should be getting rest. That's what I'm saying. So I got to get off. I got to get off. All right. Once again, thanks to D-Spec 73. Hopping in on stream with his cars and just going crazy, showing off his skills. So I'm saying we had fun. We will definitely have him back on as long as he's available, so we can do this again. So I'm saying, because he's definitely got the skills with driving, and he's got a lot of nice cars, man. I'm saying, so we can learn a lot from watching him doing his thing up in the streets. So I'm saying, I'm only good down in here, but on the streets, I need to learn that too, so I can go up the traffic and go crazy as well. That's what I'm saying. But we had fun, guys. Another beautiful stream. We went way over time right here. I'm going to have links for some affiliate stuff when we get off. You know, YouTube is allowing us to do the affiliate program so we can tag some stuff. I know some of you guys want to get into driving. You're watching the stream and you're like, God damn, I need to get a wheel and try this shit. So I'm going to have links to some Moses stuff for you. So I'm saying you will see it on the video when I'm done. It's going to be archived. You're going to either see a shop icon or some of the stuff right below the actual video. So I'm saying, so feel free to jump in and cop something if you want. All right. And with that said, I'm going to wrap it up, man. I got to get off of here. So I'm saying it is, as I said, I really want to go drive some more. I'm going to keep it real. I want to drive some more. I do not want to go to bed yet. But it is not good for me, man. My heart needs rest, so I got to follow the doctor's orders and get my ass off of here. So I'm saying, but this thing is addictive. When you start swinging the cars, you will get caught up and want to be here all night, guys. It is a lot of fun, all right? So get yourself a wheel, get some gloves, get your shifter, your pedals. I got my button box right here that brings even extra excitement. I get to press the red button and start my thing up, so I'm saying. So it is a lot of fun, man. And as I said, you will get caught up if you can't control yourself, all right? So I am gone, guys, the usual, man. Peace and salute from West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm out of here. And I will see you beautiful people on my next live stream or video, man. I am gone. Good night, and thanks for the support, man. Peace.